The rocks in the old days were much rounder and a little bit more unique, and the floors you can see there, obviously they had the little bow ties that held them together back then.
So what do you do, Brian?
He paints.
Set these on fire. That's when it's fun.
What's that?
Max.
It's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, so you saw the last video was Dwarven Forge unboxing, and I still got it all over the table. But one thing I did wonder when I was watching the Kickstarter is what I didn't know is, so how does that compare to their old stuff? Because back when they first came out, I was at GenCon and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And so I had to buy like a full set of their original tiles way back, called Master Maze, right? Way back. So I still have those, and I was going to try to do some comparison, because I just wondered if, I figured they're the same size, but I just was curious, and we'll just do that right now. So there she is. That's the Master Maze Room and Passage set that's been sitting up on my shelf for a little while, and its companion box, the Deluxe Room set. I don't even remember when I got these. These were like the first time they ever appeared at GenCon. I saw it. They didn't even have the cave set, I don't think, at the time, or the cavern set. So I bought these and shipped them back on a plane in my luggage very carefully. And I've used them a couple of times, but not very often, unfortunately. So I'm going to pull them down and try to get some of those dragons from Reaper off of them and other stuff. Because like I said, they've been up there a little while. Wow, so I haven't opened this for a very long time. So let's see if we can get it open here. Oh, look at that. That's some old rules, or old plans. Wow. Wonder if I can build that now. The old ordering sheet. Dwarven Survey 2000. Wonder if that's when I got these. I don't know. Let's put those over here. So this is how they used to box it. Oh, anyway. Oh, that's right. They had the little chits, the little bow ties that let you hook stuff together. I remember that. That made sure that your maze didn't come apart. I totally forgot about that. Guess I gave up on that. Let's see, so we need one of these, and we need one of these to do a compare, and we need a floor tile. Is this a floor tile? No, that's a door. We need one of those, and one of those, and floor tiles like cement. There we go. So we'll put that away, and then I will get all of the pieces comparatified here. So there's our Dwarven Forge game tiles. Sorry about the lighting. I got some weird lighting problems right now in my room. So I got weird. I'll just do it like that so there's not so much. Okay. And then here comes their older brothers. Do it like that. And I'm sorry I didn't unwrap everything first. And there's this guy. And then, wow, I don't think I unwrapped some of this sometimes. Back when. There's your floor pieces. And then the door, that's how they do the doors now. The doors back in the day, when the old times, the doors came like this. And it was metal. So this is actually this is definitely metal. I can't tell what kind of metal it is. It might be, I don't know. Could be lead, could be pewter, but it's really heavy. And then the old doors used to go in these little hinges. They actually had hinges, which was kind of cool at the time, to be honest. So, there we go. There's the old door. Do it like that. So, there we go. So you see the old school and the new school of Dwarven Forge's tiles. So, let's take a closer look here. So here's the new game tile corner. Here's the old game tile corner. It is a different sculpt, that's for sure. The rocks in the old days were much rounder and a little bit more unique. And the floors, you can see there, obviously they had the little bow ties that held them together back then. But, I mean, they're different. It's a different kind of dungeon, right? So this guy is much more rocky. Let's take a look at the back of the wall here. This is the old school and the new school. Obviously this one has paint and this one doesn't, but we'll fix that soon. But just the sculpt itself, it's a little bit different. I like the thinner rocks in here. These are kind of all the same, a little bit thinner in here. These were very unique. Very unique. You can see even the two sides of just this piece is different from each other. It's pretty cool. And they had the felt on the bottom. These guys, no felt. No felt needed. No bow ties, which I'm not sure. They felt very important to put the bow ties to make sure your maze didn't come apart back in the old day. Old day. Whatever. But yeah, so there's those. Here's these guys. Yeah. Again, the sculpts are very different. The walls are very different from each other. These are much more standard brick, and these are much more unique rock type thing. So, and then here's the floor pieces. Pretty slick. They're not very they're not that unique from each other. I mean, these are pretty similar because there's not a lot of ways you can do floor, I guess. I'm sure someone would completely disagree with me. But this one has more rounded blocks, where this one was very cornered. And of course the bow ties. And then the doors have changed quite a bit. So if you look at the doors, so new one is on the right, old one's on the left. Now remember, they're not painted, okay, so don't get freaked out by that. But like I showed you before, the old ones had to hinge and the new ones are just in there. So the old ones are a little bit bigger from the look of it, even though the pieces themselves are the same size, the dungeon tiles, the walls and stuff. But not too bad. I mean, it's a good upgrade. I don't know that there is any less detail in these doors compared to each other. I think it's just about the same. I mean, the old ones might have a little bit more detail in the wood, but not much. So, and I like the fact that these doors are one piece and they actually have brick and this instead of these steel rod things. So there you go. So there is your first set to newest set review. So I hope that anybody has the old stuff. That's a good comparison for you. I'm not sure which I prefer. I kind of like the look of the old rock. It's pretty slick, but I like the new doors, and I like the fact that I don't have to put all the bow ties in. Although I'm not sure if people are going to bump the dungeon and everything falls apart. Who knows? So there you go.